Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to continue our session 5 of playing VIM Adventures. The last time, which was last night, before going to Disneyland, I went ahead and was practicing. So if you haven't watched that session, we were just kind of going through several new keybinds, or VIM motions, I should say. These were our searches: forward search, backward search, and then also using the T, so it's gonna do the search but offset by 1. So that's pretty useful. So you can see F goes to forward search for a character. Capital F is backward search for a character. The T is going to be backward. Sorry, no, it's going to be forward search, I should say, because I haven't been using T as much. T is forward search, offset -1. And then capital T is backward search, offset -1. But since I always look at it as an array, so like from 0 to n-1, I always think of it as when it's going backwards, so in this case it would be +1. What else did we get? We got the comma for reversing the last search. So let's say I do a search forward for, I don't know, let's say T, or let's say the letter C. So I want to search forward for C. I could put comma to reverse that, so then afterwards it's gonna go backwards for the letter C. If I do a T, let's say I do a TC, so then I go 1 before the C, and then I put comma, that's going to reverse it, so it's going to go backwards, and 1 before that C, or 1 after that C, technically. Depends on how you have your perspective. The semicolon, that one's going to do the repeat, the last search. So if I do forward C, then it's going to do, and I do semicolon, it's going to repeat the forward C. So that's pretty useful. What else did we get? We got the % sign. So this attaches to scope, and it looks like it attaches first to the closing scope, and then afterwards you can oscillate between the opening scope, closing scope, opening scope, and so forth. I think that's it. So here's, let's say, the scope. There we go. You can see it went straight to the last, to the closing parentheses, and then I can oscillate between the two. Same thing here. If I went to, let's say, the end of the line using the $sign, I could oscillate between these two, which is pretty nice. And then I can go to the beginning of the line with 0, or I could use the caret in this case, because it starts with a non-white space character, so I could use the caret as well. Let's see. Yesterday I was doing some math, or like, not math, sorry, some simulation in my head about how to get this done. I do think I'm missing characters, because I did look online. I was like, okay, what's, like, I'm missing something, because I must be missing a key. There's some trick. So from here, I probably, because I have a key, I have an active key as it stands, and I realized that there was a house that I missed. Well, not that I realized, but more so that I looked up that I was missing something. So let me go to FS. Let's go back to the beginning of the line. Let's see. No, there we go. Let's go back and get that missing character, because I think I was supposed to get a G. So I did kind of cheat a little bit. Let's see. Let me go FH. And this is such a great way to learn this. So if this is your first time watching VIM Adventures, it's just a game to learn the VIM motions. Really, really good. I recommend it only because it helps streamline your learning and practice. It's really difficult sometimes to really get good practice when it's how should I say, like, what are they called again? Test scenarios that are very specific. So you could learn from those, but in this case, since we're matching all the conditions, we have test data that can go through different scenarios. That takes a lot of time. It's very intentional about how it's set up. A good example I'd like to give is if you're learning databases. Let's say you're learning T-SQL for SQL Server. What happens is if you just go and try to learn it without any practice data, you're not going to get very far. That's why Microsoft built AdventureWorks database. And so that way you could have some sample data, you can go through some queries, and it would make sense in a real life context. Same reason why probably if you've been in programming, you think like, okay, let's say, I know for example, for my case, I learned Booleans. When I learned Booleans early on, I was thinking like, I remember it was just like evaluating true and false, and I was thinking, okay, I get this. This is the expression. I want to get true and false, and it was using like the equality comparison operators. And I was thinking, I know this. When do I use this in a programming context? I use it all the time now for work, but I couldn't at the time think of like, okay, I get that they're trying to teach me the fundamentals, but I want to see it used in a actual context. Same thing here. So here I'm using it to be able to navigate through created text versus like, let's say I had to create my own text file and try to navigate through it. It'd be a lot more challenging. There we go. I was missing the G. A shadowy one for easier text navigation. Use Cap G to jump to the last line. Use GG to move to the first one. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so here I'll just go to Cap G. Here I'll go to GG. Okay, cool. Let's see. So this one I'll go to here. Would I be able to use it in this one, or do I need to get something from over there first? Let's see. If I use because does the Cap G and the G help me for go-to line? Default first line. Okay, so GG, our first non-blank character. Okay, so okay, GG, 5GG. How did 5GG work there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I went to second. So move to the first line, or sorry, so 5GG went to the fifth line, I assume, because it's title underscores blank space first and then second. So then second is the fifth line, goes to the front of it. Versus if I go to 2GG, then that should go to the underscore. Let's see. Okay, that makes sense. So what should we do? This one makes a bit more sense because I can go here to GG. I can go here to the A. Oh no, not the A. One before the M, so that's going to be TM, and then I can just go up. But I don't have a key. What I can do here is I just need to go I got 2 keybinds. I was thinking of using the modulus, so then I could kind of switch. Okay, yeah, because I could use modulus, go to the next parentheses, and then go to its matching parentheses. Could use modulus. Oh, just the one modulus? How did that work? Maybe I'm not understanding modulus, because for me, I was assuming it would go to the end character, but here it went to the opening. I'll be honest, I gotta play around with it some more then. I don't have that key. Question is, how do I get back now? What if I need to leave? I could just use the mod. No. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So if I'm on that side, that works out. This one I'll go cap G. No. What am I doing? Cap G. Gotta practice my typing. I need something within here. Let's see. There's just some yogurt, banana, and chocolate almonds. Pretty healthy snack. Let's see. So using G, I know how to get to that house, but I still need a key. I get the key, I assume, by unlocking this. And then this one tells me what I was practicing before, which was f of x, delete x. Go down, reverse it, delete x, go down, delete x, go down, delete x. Ah, man. And then go forward. Yeah, because it's f of x, delete it, go down, reverse it, delete x, go down, repeat it, x, go down. This is going to be x, go forward, so that's going to be reverse it. What am I missing? Something I'm clearly missing. Let's see. First, let me see how this works. Move to the matching bracket or parentheses. I have no idea why it sent me forward instead of back. I don't think Z is the answer to anything because it's just positioning. We know W, we know P, X, cap X. Oh wait, did I? Wait, what's that? Do I have C? Change text from current location until the end of the line. Wait, when did I get C? Where's C at? Yeah, I don't have it. Wait, did it go back? Yeah, this is QWERTY. Okay. Let's see G. Move to the last line of the text, move to the beginning line of the text. Trying to think. Because I don't know if it's the navigation that we need to make faster or the navigation we need to make faster or the deletion. Because we're missing one of them. Let's see. This feels pretty fun because it's a fun puzzle. Let's see. Have 12 moves. I don't know if the secret is also potentially going through one of these because it gives me these different options. I also don't know maybe if I could do something like this. I was thinking I could attack it from here, go to the beginning. But even then that wouldn't. Would that help me? No, this wouldn't help because I would need the search anyway, so wouldn't help me. Let's see if there's any wisdom from this character. What does this character say? Just so you know, there's two possible solutions on this text. One was using... Oh, I was supposed to go back. Wait, did I? Yeah, the percentage. The other one was DG. Sparing a little bit. Okay. So D... Yeah, D capital G. DGG. It's interesting. Capital G, GG, capital G. So if I go from here to capital G, what is it? GG, cap G. So if I delete GG, deletes everything. If I delete cap G, it should just delete there. Let's say I go move backwards. If I delete to the end, it deletes the line too. If I delete to the beginning, it deletes that line too. Okay, so it's kind of like when I delete and do the J or the K and try to move up or down. Deletes that line and above. That's pretty cool. There are two possible solutions. So I'll go back. So I could go and to the end, back. All right, let's go back. Just trying to think if is there any way where I can also move downward while deleting. This has got to be the only. Am I missing anything? Let's keep trying. So here. I have to move down and then reverse it. You have to move down, reverse it. The only ones that might help me are going to be the E or the W, so I can traverse to the next line. Is there any way I could pair G with X? Maybe like a search? Because right now, all I have is this, and then forward, which is reverse. Let's see. What about capital G? Okay, this looks good. G, G, G. Wait. Cap G will move me. Is that useful at all? Let's see. Cap G. Does that help me at all? I'm added a key there. Reverse X. Okay. Let's see. If I use G to get down there, I don't know if that helps me. I'm gonna need a guess on this one, or like a help on this one. 1 second, let me just make sure my email doesn't show up. Okay, so I went ahead and searched it. Let's take a look. I've been stuck on level 7, so this is 4 years ago. We did get past this one. Stuck on... No, not this one. No. What's in a name? The f of x. Or f will find forward. One. Okay. Am I missing anything? First pass. go to an empty line or the upper row and type f of x. So I go backwards and press x. Press x. Oh my god. So that, okay. Okay. So I wasn't missing any commands. I needed to have it already in memory, essentially. So if I go capital F, X, I can keep going. This way I can save a key press here, and I would just go repeat it, which is semicolon, X, down, forward, which is going to be the reverse of that, so comma, X, down, repeat, X, down, X, go forward, so reverse it, and then X. Okay. I don't think I would have gotten that, at least not right away. It would have taken some time to experiment and see that it retained it. For some reason, I thought that I had to initiate it in that sequence, and it just wasn't retained. So that's pretty cool. A little bummed I didn't catch on from the beginning. Let's see. I'm also curious about this one, why modulus goes to this opening parentheses instead of trying to think why that would be the case. Maybe because that's the scope I'm in, so it goes to the opening. So when I'm in a particular scope, it goes to the beginning of it, versus when I'm outside of it, then it goes to the end of the scope. That would be the behavior that I'm seeing. I've received some very disturbing news. Something is really wrong. Couldn't verify anything, so please proceed with caution. Level 7 is done. Okay. Wait. Where do I go? Is that supposed to be teleported somewhere? I'm on level 8 now. What's going on here? Why is GG and capital G taking me in the same spot? How do I get out of here? I'm not too sure how I get out of here. Last time I was able to kick me out. Do I press escape? Alright. Kind of stuck here. Did it glitch? Is this a bug? Don't really understand what's happening here. Okay, hey everyone. So this is going to be part 2 of the 5th session for VIM, Learning VIM Adventures. Earlier, the reason why I had to cut off is because, for 2 reasons. One, it looks like there was a bit of a glitch. So yesterday night I was playing with the game and I was recording, and this morning I resumed the session. I was still logged in, so the session was still active. But when I finished the level, if you saw the last video, you'll notice that once I completed level 7 and went to level 8, it left me there. And so it didn't take me to level 8, it just kind of left me in level 7, and I was kind of stranded. I think this was a bug. What happened is, since I didn't re-log in, so I didn't refresh the page and then re-log in, it assumed I wasn't a valid user, so then it just kept me in here in a weird state. So for this reason, and I also didn't save, unfortunately, so it's good practice to save. But let's review what we did. I'm going to go to FS. I'm going to go back to the beginning. I'm going to go to FT, no, FN. I'm going to go to FL here. I'm going to go to the beginning. Let's see, FH. And last time we unlocked the G character. So G helps us get to the very end. With that, we can use capital G, or we can use GG to get the beginning. So that's really helpful. On top of that, we can use this for our searching. So we learned last time a little bit of a trick. No, sorry, it's not what I want. I could do FX. What I could do is that'll be retained in memory. So if I repeat it now without having to waste an additional keystroke or key press, I can just repeat it by going here, X down, comma, X down, X down, X, and then reversing it, so comma, X. There we go. That gives us this key. Given that we have G, we can also do GG to get to the beginning. We can do TM to get one before M. Here we're going to use the modulus operator. It looks like since we're in the scope of that parentheses, it takes me to the beginning, I assume, and then if I'm outside of the scope of something, then it'll take me to the end of that scope. At least that's how I think it works. Let's see, with that said, let's continue to go up. So here we were in the last game, and then that's when I reached it. I pressed escape, but nothing happened. No, it's the same thing happened right now, actually. Huh. Am I supposed to be able to do something here? What do I do here? Start from level 3. Let's save it. Let's save it first. Even though, yeah, let's just save it for now. We'll go to here, YT. And then what we'll do is we'll load it to level 7, and then we'll load it to level 8. Was it load? Or was it level? I think it was level. Okay. Yeah, this takes you to level 8. What exactly am I supposed to do here? How exactly am I supposed to Because the other problem I had was I can't get past this. Like, I'm just stuck in this little house. Or press escape. Can't think of what do I do in this house? Is it bugged? Am I supposed to get back somehow? Really seems like I'm stuck. Let me look to see if it's still working. VIM Adventures level 8. The other reason why I did it was because it showed my email, so I didn't want my email online, so I stopped it. So. Am I supposed to use the modulus? Or sorry, oh, maybe I'm supposed to do that trick where, let's see. So if I go to modulus, yeah, if I go to modulus and then I go back to the minus sign, that should work. So moving backwards, capital F minus, capital F minus. Okay, so if I go down here, mod, repeat, and then I go down. How am I supposed to? Wait, what? So it says if I do modulus and then down. Okay, sorry, I feel pretty dumb there. So that was one of the first lessons where I could go up and down. Okay, so I feel pretty dumb there. There, I'm gonna go to the end. So I'm gonna do cap G. That's where it was. So it wasn't a glitch. It was a skill issue on my part. Let's go ahead and save this. And let's see what the person has to say. Oh my god, this is terrible. When the bug saw that their little changes don't hold you back, they ate a hole in the universe. You must find some pound to help you get through this one. Right? Pound. And then asterisks? Asterisk pound. Oh. Oh, so I could fall through. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Before we had blocking behavior. Now, the bugs got so mad they kept advancing that they started smashing the tech stones. Fortunately, Knowing that when the shadowy one has letter in its aura, amended shadow, then even the stones beneath can be mended. Has a letter in its aura. Okay, so all of these can be mended. Let's start sequentially. So, I believe we want to delete from the beginning. We want to go back. Let's see. I want to go to... I want to delete those 3 lines. Let's practice that one. So I want to delete to the end. I want to go to the next one. I want to delete FA. No, I want to delete to the... No. What if I go to FA and from here I'll just delete back into the O. Okay, so I want to delete going back into the O. Want to delete 1 before the L, so I'll just do TL. Okay, so the star motion or asterisk, search forward for the count the currents of the whole word nearest to the cursor in the current line. So it's a for loop. The word used for the search is the first of the keyword A through Z, 0 through 9, underscore at under the cursor. First of the first keyword after the cursor, the non-blank, first non-blank after the cursor. So is this just showing precedence? Let's see. So asterisk is showing is for the first search, the word used for the search is the first of the keyword under. Let me go back. What was I on? No, so I was on a blank space. The first keyword after a cursor, so A through Z, 0 through 9, underscore at. So the first thing after that blank space was the I. The first keyword, the first non-blank word after the cursor, the first non-blank word, the non-blank word. If I do 2, okay, so go. I might need some practice with this one. So the yellow, does that show where I am? But it's highlighting all of them. And if I go 2, 1, 2, let me go to the keyboard. Search forward to the word nearest the cursor. So if I do this, 4, if you Oh, okay, so it's searching for repetitions, maybe? Because this 4 pops up, and that's where the I was popping up. Is there any repeats? Does it just want me to go navigate to them? This is GG. I don't understand. Let's see. Oh, okay, so I'm able to toggle between these two words, which is pretty nice. So if I needed to find the X, that would help me. In the last case. Here I need to get over there. I need to fix these, I assume. Here's an easy game to play. Here's an easy thing to say. New socks. New socks, 2 socks, who socks? Sue socks. Oh, that's not great. Let's see. CT. Who socks? Who sews? Who socks? Who sews? Who socks? Who sees? Who sew? Whose new socks? Sir? You see, you sew? Sue's new socks? Sir? That's not easy, Mr. Fox. Okay. First off, let's see if we could just go to the end. Okay, I can go to the end of the line for now. I can go backwards, get to the E. I can go backwards and get to the H for now, so I don't fall in. Let's see. This one I need to get to the E. Oh, okay, so if I go to the easy, if I go to the end, if I go back one, and then this is easy, the other one's easy, so I can just go there. I can go to the other one too. And I realized there was one there. I can go down here. What else can I do? I have this. So let's see if I can go back. Oh, you know what I could do? I could go. I need to get to the U. I'm blocked here. Okay. This is going to be... I'm sure you noticed that when you search, all the currents are highlighted, but did you know that they're all highlighted in all the text? Did you consider what it means with regards to using N or N with search from a different text? So I can travel between the text using N's. Don't have access to N yet, though. So I want to get to the U. Do I have N? No, I don't have N yet. So I want to get to U from another text. Let me see. if I highlight this one, it does highlight them all. So if I were to get an N, nothing there. No, I don't want that. I want to go to the other U's. There's other U's, but these are all cap U's. I want the lowercase U's. So I can go from here. IV. Oh. Do you know the history repeats itself? So do searches. If you search for something and you can reach the end of the text, the search continues from the beginning. And if you reach the beginning, the search continues to the end. Okay, so forwards versus backwards, asterisk versus pound. I have a key, or am I looking for a key? I think I searched all of these. Oh, miscalculated there. I found that in there. I probably need to find some stuff in here. Or I think because I have the key. Oh no, GG. FY. FE. I need to get to shoes or socks. I can use pound for now to go backwards. Okay, and I can use the asterisk to go forward. Okay. I think I'm forgetting some basic ones because I could have just gone here to E and then back B to go back. So here I still need to go. There's none for true. There's truer. Let me go back. Did you notice that they're all highlighted text in all the text? Did you consider what this means with regards to N or N with search from a different text? So it sounds like here I need the R. In order for this to work, I need to get the key. I'm just curious how I can use those greens on the outside. So I have the key, I just need to get to it now. So this is level 8, it's pretty good. Starting from level 7 it got pretty challenging and above, at least my experience for now. It's a pretty good game though, really good game I should say. I'll keep practicing later. For now, that was pretty good practice, and I'll see what more I can get. Thank you so much everyone for watching, and hope to see you soon next time. Let's see, let me cut this off.